Hi everybody, my name is Julia and welcome to Core Crusher. This is a 30-minute workout and we're going to focus on some core exercises. So we're going to warm up for about 5 minutes. We have our the bulk of our workout for about 20 minutes, 23 minutes, we'll see where we get to, and then we'll cool it down. Just a reminder that I won't be playing any music, so if you want to pause me really quickly, get some music on Spotify or on a different device, and then you can hear me and your music. Also, this is your workout, so everything I say is just a suggestion. I'll give lots of modifications, but just keep in mind, do what's right for you today. You don't need any equipment for your workout, but I would suggest a mat. It's not necessary, but it makes things a little bit nicer. We're going to start with our warm-up. With a core class, we don't need to quite get our cardio in the same, we don't need to get our heart rate up quite as much, but we do need to get ourselves a little bit warmed up. So feet are further than shoulder width apart. I'm going to get you to reach to one side and then reach to the other side. So this is kind of stretching out your sides of your body. It also is kind of getting your core a little bit engaged because you're keeping your body up in a good position. Getting those obliques turned on. I also like to get the shoulders warmed up. We're going to be doing lots of plank type movements, which are actually really, they really work the shoulders a lot. So let's do some big arm circles out and away from your body. And then up like you're doing the butterfly. And then out like a T and give yourself a big hug. And then we're going to do a few shoulder rolls. I find that often when we're doing planks and things, we our shoulders creep up to our ears and you start to get some pain in your upper traps. So let's do some big shoulder rolls backwards. This one always feels so good, especially for those of us who are working in a computer for most of the day. Okay, I want you to shake it out. I also want to see some wrist circles. If you have wrist issues, I wish you could hear my wrists popping right now. I wonder if it'll pick it up. I doubt it. Anyway, if you have wrist issues, I'm going to give you some modifications. I might be using some of those by the sounds of my popping wrists. Our first exercises, we have 3 of them. They're going to be in a tri-set, so it means we do all of them right in a row. We're going to start, they're going to be 30 seconds each. Then we'll have a little chill out after, a little rest. Our first exercise is a mountain climber. So for these ones, wrists are under your shoulders. I want you to take a moment and make sure that your fingers are far apart from each other and that you have lots of weight in your fingers. Sometimes our wrists can bother us because we just are shoving them into the ground instead of using our whole hand. If you're really not liking that, you can have your hands in fists, or you can come down onto your elbows. Mountain climber goes like this. We want to make sure that your core is nice and tight. We're not doing any hammocks. We're not doing any down dogs. And bringing knee to the chest. One thing that I want you to think about with proper core engagement is exhaling when you're making the effort. So like a really sharp exhale, like that. It's just you and me here, so you can exhale loudly. It's okay. You'll hear mine, I promise. So in the mountain climber, the effort is when you're bringing your knee to your chest. So I want to hear. So a nice Nice exhale, just like that. So mountain climber was number 1. Number 2, second exercise, is shoulder taps. Feet are about as wide as the mat. Shoulder tap, like so. Trying to make sure that those hips aren't moving too much. And then the next exercise is just a plank hold. I'm probably going to come down onto my elbows for that, but if you like staying up on your hands, that's totally cool. Okay, we're going to start in about 10 seconds with those mountain climbers. Okay, it's coming up. Ready? 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm going to start you off with that breathing, okay? Just like that. You might notice that these are a bit more of a core exercise rather than a cardio exercise for me today. You can go faster if you like. I just feel my core better when I'm doing them at this pace. Ready for those shoulder taps in 4, 3, 2, and go. If you're like Julia, my wrists are done. Come on onto your elbows. I'm going to help you. Elbows, and then reach forward, just like so. This is going to be kind of the equivalent of the shoulder taps. Okay, we have about 10 seconds. Sorry, my ponytail is bothering me. You can also come onto your knees and do your shoulder taps. Plank hold, 30 seconds, let's go. We're still doing those really nice, deep, sharp exhales like this to keep your core in a nice position. Shoulders are down and away from your ears. Nice work, everybody. You hear me shaking. 4, 3, 2, and rest. Okay. We're rocking it. We're rocking it already, folks. We're going to do one more round of that to get ourselves kind of warmed up, ready to work. I lost my water bottle here. I thought I had it down with me. Okay, so take a breather. I'm going to start in about 15 seconds, and we're back into those mountain climbers. So remember, you can put your hands into fists if your wrists are bothering you, but it's all kind of an individual thing. Maybe you're like, my wrists don't hurt at all, in which case, fabulous. 4, 3, 2, and go. You can also try sort of an oblique mountain climber where you cross to the other elbow. That can feel really nice. Nice job, everybody. Shoulder taps. Let's do it right now. So squeezing your glutes to help minimize the movement in your hips. I'm sure you see a little bit of movement in my hips. It happens. It is what it is. If you want to come down, you can come down like this. You can come down onto your knees even, right? Whatever you have to do to modify is A-okay. 4, 3, 2, into our plank. If you're shaking, I'm right there with ya. I want to think about pulling your belly button back towards your spine. If you want to be up on your hands too, that's okay. So close. 4, 3, 2, rest. Mamma mia. Okay. My core is working. My arms are working. Sometimes your core is okay, but your arms give out. It happens. It's okay. These are tricky exercises. We have another try set. 30 seconds each. We might shorten it a little bit. We'll see how we feel. We're going to be doing something similar to what we were just doing, but we're going to be in a different position, and I'm going to take a moment to explain this position because it's unfamiliar to a lot of people. So again, wrists are under your shoulders. We learned you can make a fist, or you can hold on to some dumbbells if you're somebody whose wrists are hurting. Your knees in this position are under your hips. You tuck your toes under. Now, before I show you the full position, I want to think about your back. We don't want this. This is my natural. This is kind of where I hang out because that means my core isn't working. I want you to make sure that your lower core is engaged so that you keep your back in that flat position. Okay. So as I said, knees are under your hips. Tucking your toes under, hovering right above your mat, just like this. Now, we're going to hold that for 30 seconds. Then we have this is called like the bear position. Then we have some bear mountain climbers and some bear leg extensions. If you have better names for them, please let me know. So the mountain climbers are going to look like this. You're going to, you hear that deep exhale? Sounds great, doesn't it? But that just really reminds your core to be in the correct position. So that's the mountain climbers. After that, you're going to try to keep your hips in the right position and do leg extensions. Just like that. Okay? Take a break whenever you need. We start in 4, 3, 2, and go. So we start just in this bear sort of hover position. Making sure that we're not booty popping and we're not kind of like that. We want to be in a nice neutral position. If you're thinking, Julia, my quads hurt. Mine do too. I know. This is part of it. It's a full body exercise. We're going to get ready to do those sort of bear mountain climbers. 4, 3, 2. Remember that you shouldn't have your knees together like this. I want you sort of hip width apart. Okay, so keep in mind. So hip width apart. Not a big movement. Exhale. Ready for those extensions. Again, pause me if you're like, oh, my arms are killing me. Mine are too, believe me. So we're doing those extensions whenever you're ready. Keeping those hips stable. Lots of work happening here. 4, 3, 2, rest. Okay. We deserve that rest. Those are hard. Those are really hard. Okay. So, little anatomy lesson for you, just while we're resting. So, you have your obliques. These are the sides of your abs here. Those ones should be fired up with all of these, especially with the mountain climbers. Then you have your transverse abdominis. That's like your whole girdle. That's whole, even including your back. And then you have your rectus abdominis, and that's like your six-pack, right? So these exercises are really working your obliques and your transverse abdominis. So we'll get to the six-pack a little bit later, but these are really functional movements, and they're really excellent to build up that strength and resiliency in your core. So without further ado, my arms are tired. I'm trying to waste time talking. I'm just kidding. Let's start with our bear hold. When you're ready, in 4, 3, 2, let's get up. So imagine that you have somebody puts like a teacup on your back. You want this to be a really stable position, just like a plank, right? This is a variety of plank. If you have a mirror, you can kind of look at where you are. I was kind of feeling my back go into a diagonal position. You do want to be flat. Mountain climbers in 4, 3, 2, and go. Nice. Nice, sharp exhale. And extension. I'm going to switch to my fists here. So nice, everybody. Exhale and extend. I know, it's hard, but you can do it. 4, 3, 2, rest. Whew. Mamma mia. So, back to our anatomy lesson. I'm kidding. Just take a break. We're halfway through, by the way. Ding, ding, ding. Halfway through, bell. That always reminds me in track and field, in like the really long distance races, when they ring the bell to let you know that there's one lap left, and you can tell when the people go past the bell, they're like, okay, turn on the jets, let's go. Let's finish this race up. And that's what we're doing right now. We're going to do that one more time. I also want to let you know, if you do have like a step, you can modify by having your hands like so and doing this elevated. It might feel silly to have a big step, but it actually is really effective still. So lots of options. Okay, bear hold in 4, 3, 2, and go. Checking in on the position of your core. Are you booty popping? If so, fix it. With these plank holds, just focus on your breath. Ready to switch in 4, 3, 2. Nice work. Your knee doesn't have to come up and touch your chest. Just a really small movement. Your core is going to be so strong. 4, 3, 2, and extensions. I just want to let you know that my shoulders are on fire. Okay, so I hope you're with me on that. We're so close. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, pat those shoulders. Say thank you for your service. Okay, we're going to do something a little bit different. Going to do a little side plank action. Get those obliques rocking and rolling. We have lots of modifications that we can do for this one as well. You can be on your wrist, but I don't suggest it. It doesn't feel good to me, but it might feel good to you. So you could do that if you'd like. I'm going to be on my elbow. You can be on your knee. Both of them, you can be on one knee. You can be up here. Maybe you're going to be up here, and then you'll modify down here. We got lots of options, people. So, going to stay for 30 seconds here, starting in 4, 3, 2, and go. This one feels good to me right now. Lots of work in the obliques. And I like to keep my chest nice and open. Nice deep breaths. Always modifying if you feel like. 4, 3, 2, rest. Okay. A little switcheroo. Okay. What you do to one side, you got to do to the other. 4, 3, 2, and go. I felt like I was teaching algebra there. I'm an elementary school teacher, so it all relates, doesn't it? Nice work, everybody. We have 15 seconds to go. Good work. Nice deep breaths. 4, 3, 2, and switch. We get a little bit longer of a break though, but we'll switch back in a moment. Okay, back to our original side. Let's do it, people. 4, 3, 2, and go. 30 seconds here. You're in a nice straight diagonal line. Good work. 10 seconds. Smile it out. 4, 3, 2, and rest. Yep, that one was good. Switch it up. Okay, we're gonna wait 10 seconds till my clock gets to 0. 4, 3, 2, and go. 30 seconds. Nice deep breaths. Here, I'll talk through it so that the 30 seconds goes by quick. After this, we have one more little set of exercises, and then we're done. Time flies. See, that helped talking because we have 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Okay, join me on your back when you're ready. If you have like a pillow or something for your back, that's an awesome thing to have. I wish I had a pillow. That's a suggestion. I'm gonna get my wire out of the way. Okay, so we have a little combo exercise. Number 1 is a dead bug. This is a fave, everybody. This is basically the same as the bear plank, but you're on your back. That makes sense? So you want your pelvis in that nice position where your whole back is touching the floor. Knees are above your hips. Feet are flexed. And your hands are like so. Opposite arm and opposite leg come down. Exhale, back up. Just like this. Everybody join me right here. 4, 3, 2, and go. I'm going to do a nice deep, sharp exhales for all of you. Ready? Nice. That one was probably really loud, sorry. Oh, now I lost track of where I am. There we go. Opposite arm and opposite leg is a little bit of mental gymnastics. You don't have to go all the way down to the floor. We're here for 4, 3, 2, stay here. We're going to start our next exercise, which is a crunch. So you can keep your legs up like this if you like. You can have one leg up and then switch. You can have 2 legs down, whatever works. 4, 3, 2, and go. I'm going to choose 2 legs down, and maybe I'll do both hands behind my head. Do you see how I'm not sort of yanking on my head? I'm trying really nice, trying to really relax my neck, but support it at the same time. Nice. Exhale. Elbows wide if you're in the same position as me. 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Okay. Those ones are hard. You can see with a crunch, it's not a full sit up, but it's just crunching. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you can feel your abs just like I can. We're going to do that one more time. So we have the dead bug and then we'll do the crunches, but with no break in between. We're going to do that for 30 seconds each. So let's get to it. In 4, 3, 2, let's go. Dead bug. These ones are like definitely not a race. Nice work. Getting ready to think about that transition to our crunches. And go. So I'm going to do down like this. And I'm going to have my hands up by my knees this time. I find when I have my hands forward, it's kind of easier. It's almost like you're launching yourself forward, but you're not supposed to use momentum, so. Nice. 4, 3, 2, and rest. Oh, everybody take a breather. Just appreciate what you just did. Take a deep breath. Okay, we're going to do a little cool down here. Join me on your stomach when you're ready. I'm going to move like that. Oh, I'm all turned around with my wire. We're going to do some light Cobra Pose. If you're a yogi, you know all about Cobra. So you're going to come down onto your stomach, and then I'm going to get you to press up, not quite all the way. We're going to do this a few times, and then we'll just stay here after about 5 times. This stretch feels so good. I hope it's feeling good for you. If you feel like you can straighten your arms like this, you're welcome to. Maybe feels really good to just come up onto your elbows. But I want you to find a position that you can stay in for about 10 seconds. So I'm going to come up like this. I'm going to stay here for about 10 seconds. Nice deep breaths. Maybe I'll come down here. My triceps are definitely feeling it. Nice. Join me on your seat. Just in whatever seated position feels comfortable. We're going to do a little bit of a shoulder stretch because our shoulders were working today. So take one arm across your body. That right there feels great for me. But do whatever you feel like you need to get a really good shoulder stretch. And it might feel good to stay here for a little bit longer. So if you want to pause and stay here for longer, you're totally welcome to. And the other side. Nice. Now let's do a few shoulder rolls because that's what I really feel like we need right now. So roll your shoulders up by your ears and back. I think sometimes when we're doing things like planks, we can get really tense in the upper body. because we're really trying to stay up. But it's just good to work out that tension before we finish. Now, everybody, let's end with, I'm just going to turn off my timer here so it doesn't go off. Let's end with one shared breath all together. Inhale, arms up, all the way up to the sky. Exhale, arms come down. Thank you so much for working out with me today. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye.